Hello and welcome to a quick overview of setting up VS Code for PHP development using Xdebug. I'm going to use a WordPress project just as an example and using Git to pull a copy of that. So we'll start with downloading Git. Just make sure we dodge the ad there. Download for Windows 64-bit version. And we're going to install this just using all the defaults. Configure this as you need, obviously. As that's setting up, we'll now grab the WordPress GitHub link. Is it this one? Yep. Copy that. Finish that installation. We jump on the command line. You know what? We put everything on the desktop, so it's easy to see what's going on. Okay, next, we're going to want PHP. PHP doesn't come as a Windows installer. You have to click the ad there. Let's click the actual correct site. Downloads. This is a sandbox environment, so I don't have a browser set up with any kind of ad blocking. If you want to go to binaries available for Microsoft Windows, grab the non-thread safe version. Grab the thread safe version if you have a reason for that. Otherwise, stick to non-thread safe. And we're going to extract this into the default location that PHP expects itself to be placed. And now the issue is if we try and run this, it's going to throw an error because we need the VC runtime. So we'll download that now. So VC redistributable. We want the latest version, which is here. Download this. Open. Install, and hopefully when this is done, PHP will run. Yep, no problems. Okay, now at the moment we haven't got the Xdebug module installed. That will appear under send modules. So we're going to go to Xdebug, install, and we want Windows with help from the wizard, and we need to follow these instructions. So it asks for the PHP info output, which we dump in here, and then it can tell us which DLL we need. So we're going to run PHP info. Scroll up. Copy this and then paste it into here, and hopefully, yep, we now have a link for the DLL we need. Download that and keep. Go to our download directory, I think, yep, back here. Just going to rename this and take out the version string. I'm going to put this into the extensions directory in PHP. And then through the instructions, it says find your PHP INI and add this extension line. So this tells PHP to load the Xdebug module. So if we scroll down, there is no PHP INI, but we're going to use this development one that we got here. Use Notepad. Make sure you put the line under the PHP definition there. Save that. I'm going to rename this. Take the development off, and then that becomes our default PHP INI. So I'm going to run PHP list of modules. We now have Xdebug. So we now got the groundwork laid for VS Code. We'll download this for Windows again. Okay, accept, next. Just follow the defaults again for me. If obviously change those as you need. One of the issues I run into in Windows is because there's no installer for PHP, the path environment variable doesn't get set up correctly. So if I was to go back to the desktop, say here, try and run PHP, it's going to tell me it's not found, and that's because we need to update the path. And this is done through advanced system settings. You've got this environment variables link here, button, sorry. Edit the path, and we're going to do a new path. Okay. It still won't work because we now need to kill the main explorer process. So it rereads that environmental variable and passes that down to the command line. So I'm in a sandbox environment, so I need to access the task manager this way rather than Control-Alt-Delete. So I'm going to do a search for Explorer, select that, and then kill that off. Just finish this and close VSCode again, because that will also inherit that old environmental variable. Run new task, Explorer. Okay. Now when we run cmd, hopefully the path is set up. Okay, so that's good there. Now VSCode uses PowerShell, and sometimes it can be a bit hit and miss whether or not it picks up that environmental variable first time. If anybody knows a way of configuring this without having to kill off Explorer and start it again, yeah, please let me know. Or if there's a reputable place to get a PHP Windows installer. So let's just see if PHP runs in the terminal. Right, great, that's working. Okay, so let's open the folder, and we're going to want WordPress, which put in the desktop. And we're going to start configuring the PHP Xdebug. So we're going to install the PHP debug extension, which is this one here. Close that, that's installed. Now we go to the debugger, and we need to create a launch.json file. This is just a configuration to tell VS Code and the PHP debug extension how to run Xdebug, and we're going to use the built-in web server, and that's standard in this extension. So we'll create the JSON file for PHP. This should all just be, this configuration should suit you fine. So all we do is open it, close it, that should be it, done. And we now, so if we open up index, and I'm going to put a breakpoint at the main entry point to WordPress here in index.php. So as soon as a web request goes in, we should come straight to this breakpoint. So let's start a debugging session, and we're going to launch the built-in web server, and that's PHP itself. It's not VS Code. PHP has a built-in web server these days. Okay, now git play. Trust this folder for now. Allow that. Okay, so now this is attempting to load that index.php in the WordPress file, and there's the breakpoint there. So we can step in, and now we're stepping through the WordPress code, and we're good to go with our debugging. Okay, I hope that helps. Have a good day.